What's an ATC? Who's an ATC? Well, let's find out.
This is Huck from the Kissimmee Air Traffic Control Tower at the Kissimmee Gateway Airport. I just had a lovely interview with Ms. Durrett, and I would like for you to watch her video and then like it and share it if you would. I think you'll totally enjoy it. You get a brief history of myself and the things that she is accomplishing and going to continue to accomplish. Enjoy the video.
Hi guys, it's Dorrit here again. How are you? Thank you for coming back to my channel. And today I'm so excited. Guess what? We have a very special guest with us today. A legend, guys, and you're gonna hear more about this in a few seconds, but I'm telling you, this person I have a personal experience with, and as I said, is a VIP, a very important person. I'm so excited I can't even contain myself. Please introduce yourself for us.
Absolutely. My name is Glenn Huckabee. Everybody calls me Huck. It's a nickname I've had for years. I've been in air traffic control for 44 years. I've been at the Kissimmee Airport for 21 years.
Ooh.
I've been the manager at the Kissimmee Airport for 16 of those 21 years.
Wow.
We've gotten together at a very special time because I've only got 5 more weeks to work. And after a 44-year career, I plan to retire and do a little traveling.
Wow. Well, Mr. Huck is an ATC, and I'm going to also ask him, what is an ATC and what are the duties? What are the duties of an ATC, Mr. Huck?
Well, ATC stands for air traffic control, and there's many levels of air traffic control other than just the tower. It all starts with the air route centers, and you're putting in your flight plans if you become an instrument pilot. But you start out on ground with the control tower. You work your way to the tower and the runway, as you well know. You get airborne. And then when you're flying about, you sometimes call approach control, and they provide radar services, so they're watching you the whole time through the air. And it's safer in the airways than it is on the roadways.
And I can say that indeed, for real. And I just want to share a little story and experience that I had. I remember when I was doing my private a few years ago, as soon as I took off, my instruments were giving problems. Anyway, I proceeded, I followed the protocols. As I proceeded, I realized that I got so far into the fact whereby I did not realize that I was to check some of my navigation equipment. Back then I didn't even have my private license yet, guys. And so while doing that, it came to my recollection, oh my gosh, I'm lost. And while I was lost, my radios was giving trouble. I could hear, but they could not hear me. The ATCs, they could not hear me. And I didn't know where I was. Guys, let me tell you, I never ever forget. They were looking for me. I could hear all that nickomotion, all that I'm searching from the other ATCs. They were trying to reach out to other ATCs. And guys, I heard Huck's voice. He said, "We found her." When he said that, it's like out of all the voices and all the chatters that I heard on the radio, it was just his voice that stood out to me. And when I heard that, I felt so much hope. And that gave me so much inspiration to get myself together and do what I'm supposed to do and find my way, you know, and thank God for good training. And I heard when Huck said to me, "We found you, baby, welcome home." I'm telling you, that made me feel like he was inside the airplane with me. I'm telling you guys, these folks are amazing. They do so much for us than we can imagine as pilots. They're so helpful to us. And I'm telling you, I have a special respect for Mr. Huck, because I've known him for many years and he's been nothing but awesome guys. So Mr. Huck, I really respect you and admire you, and I want to hear a little bit more about how did you get your first license? When did you realize that you desire to be an ATC controller?
Well, I went into the United States Air Force in 1975, and that's when I chose the air traffic control career field. I got my first certification in December of 1976. Wow. Continued for 22 years in the United States military, retiring as a senior NCO. Wow. And went straight from that to the Kissimmee Tower with about a 1-year break while waiting to get the slot approved. So my whole life has been air traffic control and wow. helping pilots and student pilots as well as rated pilots. And it's been a very gratifying career. We've had, at this facility, I have had 4 National Air Traffic Controllers of the Year. I've had wow. the Facility of the Year on 2 occasions, and in 2020 I was selected as the National Civilian Air Traffic Manager of the wow. Year by the Air Traffic Control Association.
Wow.
Which is quite a feather in my cap and culmination of a long career.
Wow. I'm telling you guys, Mr. Hawk, I can't even retain myself. Overwhelmed with joy I am to even be in the same room with you, sir. You're a legend to many pilots, many of us out there, and I'm sure many of my friends, my colleagues, after seeing you, seeing this interview, they're gonna be like, oh my God, that's Hawk. You are stern and you are sharp, and you want things to be done and done right and correctly and safely. And we as students back then, you know, if we ever made a little mistake, we would tell each other, oh, Hawk is coming, Hawk's gonna get on you. Remember Hawk, Hawk, Hawk? Or when, you know, whenever we're getting out for our first flights in the morning, and we will hear your voice on the ground or the tower, we would like, oh, it's Hawk today. We gotta make sure that everything is sharp and perfect. I'm telling you, those were the days, and I'm telling you right now, I believe my colleagues hearing and watching this, they're like, yes, I remember. But sir, I just want to tell you, thank you so much on behalf of myself and my fellow pilots that you have served here for so many years. I just want to tell you many thanks, and God bless you on your journey, and you are awesome, and your respect will be forever in our hearts and in our minds. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.